So you're an education activist and a highly recognized leader in education in India, and you have different roles. You're the founder of the Espalier Experimental and Heritage Schools, and I love the name Espalier. You know, living in France and speaking French, I knew right away that Espalier means climbing up. And what a beautiful, beautiful choice.
Thank you.
And I saw that your Espalier Heritage School got the first prize by the Maharashtra government in 2014. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That
Thank you
sounds
so
like a
much.
big deal.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's start by talking about your overall approach to education, and then we'll move on to your really interesting AI on wheels. So you follow the Gandhi Montessori philosophy. You mentioned holistic child development, experiential learning, and hands-on activities. Can you explain what all this means?
Sure. Yes. Espalier Heritage School is a concept-based school following the Gandhi Montessori philosophy. Now, you might be thinking, what is the correlation between Mahatma Gandhi and education? Gandhi is known for non-violence, but the biggest gift Gandhiji gave this world is Nai Talim, means new education. His approach of education is based on three H, that is head to heart and heart to hand. And this same approach is followed by Maria Montessori, which focus on the experiential learning. Therefore, in our school, our approach towards education is a stress-free, happy environment, focus on a lot of activity. Experiential and skill-based learning is our core area. For example, the student of the Espalier Heritage School engage themselves in activity like the farming, product designing, and they also run the experiential shops in which they sell handmade products. They are involved in research, working towards green environments like saving rivers, out of box thinking. We also have a design thinking curriculum in which they look for a real life problem statement. They work on it and find out the solution. I will give you one example. We discuss about a two-wheeler road accident. The student discussed the reason for the same and found out that certain rules should be followed by everyone while riding or driving a vehicle. They thought, why not learn to implement and follow these rules from our childhood itself? And that's when they brought implementing the rules of two-wheeler for bicycle as well, and developed India's first bicycle license. And this is the change. And rightly said by Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you wish to see in the world. So Espalier is a 21st century school, and our motto is life is a subject and result is happiness.
Wow, that's very interesting. I must admit, I was curious how Gandhi and Montessori came together. Now I understand. You've really created a truly innovative movement with your AI on wheels. That's what caught my attention somewhere on the internet. What started it? I believe it was called Education on Wheels, and then it became AI on Wheels.
I began with the Education on Wheel, which is a mobile school for underprivileged children for almost 16 years back. This bus provides door-to-door education to the children living in the slum. There were a lot of out-of-school children almost some 20 years back, including my city, that is Nasik. I want to do something for them. I shall tell you, Jen, India is known for land of saint, and one of them is the Swami Vivekananda, very famous name, Swami Vivekananda. In one of his speech, he quoted, if the poor child cannot come to the education, then education must reach him at doorstep. And this inspired me, and I started Education on Wheel. Till the date, we have bought 19,000 out of school children for the mainstream. 6 years ago, this bus Education on Wheel used to teach the student of Sayyad community. In this community, the marriage of girl child is fixed immediately after the 3 days of her birth, and she is sent to her in-laws house when she started her first menstrual cycle. They even refuse to send their children to school. We work on this. Ill faith. This is ill faith. Although we could not stop it completely, we succeed in convincing them to send their daughter to their in-laws house only when they turn 18 years old, which is the legal age of marriage for female in India. I don't know what is the legal age there, but in India, 18 years is the legal age for marriage. In the last 16 years, education on wheels actively work in the slum. Now, how I moved to AI on wheel as a very interesting story. Okay, I started exploring AI, and when I read a book by Mr. Sal Khan, owner of Khan Academy, Salman Khan, his book How AI Can Revolutionize Education, and this book changed my mindset. Before moving ahead, Jen, I would like to tell you about the dark side of the Indian education system. First is the rote learning, which is we will talk later in any another podcast. And second one is that the students are attending school, but they are not learning. We have a gross enrollment ratio is 98%. Very few out of school children, but they are not learning. Many reports says that more than 50% grade 6 students have a knowledge of grade 2. This is very shocking. They are unable to read and lack basic foundation literacy. This is alarming, very alarming. And this is not just in the case of government school, but the private school as well. So it's come in my mind, can we use AI to improve their foundation literacy? So initially, I conducted a research on small group of students and implementing the use of artificial intelligence to improve their basic reading skill. And I did see it's becoming successful. So I thought, why not make a AI learning tool bus? And that's how India's first AI on wheel bus was invented for the underprivileged children. Again, why only underprivileged children? Because I strongly believe that the technology should be used at the grassroots level, as technology brings equality in the society. It does not different between rich or poor. The only issue is that the poor children cannot access technology. And I'm proud to say that my bus is the meditator to implement this technology at the grassroots levels. All to you.
You have two types of students, I believe, for the AI bus on your website. Can you describe the types of students and the bus itself?
Sure. We have a two type of student in various schools. Many of them lack a foundation literacy. So they can't read and write. So we are providing these children with Google AI learning tools like the Read Along, which is helping them to read. And we are teaching coding, machine learning, data science, robotics through the AI bus to their other students of grade 5 or 6 who have strong academic foundation or grade level knowledge. In short, AI on wheel was at a two different level. One, it's helped the underperforming student to improve their academic, although AI learning tools, and second, it's helped the intellectual ones to learn the 21st century skills or 21st century like robotics, data science in a better way. So it's the two type of the students.
Right. Can you describe? I'm trying to imagine, and I have difficulty imagining what the bus is like. Can you describe it to me so I can picture it?
Yeah, this is a very interesting question, and I will send the video also. See, I have personally designed this AI bus. This is India's first bus which expand beyond its original size. Meaning, it's a hydraulic system which opens a chassis platform on the left side for better access to the student. And this bus is well equipped with the library with more than 100 books, recording studio, 3D printer, 3D pen, more than 20 tabs, smart interactive boards, then two LED screens, virtual reality set that we call say VR, on the top solar panel on the rooftop, CCTV. So the student of government school usually not get a platform to express their vocal skill. Hence, I install a recording studio in the bus so that this student will get a platform to present their vocal talent through the online radio. The student also design a few product using 3D printers, and most important thing, we have a 20 tabs and interactive boards. So most this all part of the whole bus. I have made the curriculum of grade 1 and 10 available in 3D VR set. So this bus is also well equipped with the high speed internet, which is easily accessible during the bus visit in rural area in India. Everywhere is not internet. So this bus across the world, we can connect this with the student through the Zoom or Google Meet. So this bus is completely techno hub. Even your Riverside website also can open there, and one podcast in that bus also you can manage in any rural area of India.
But how does it work? You have a team of people, perhaps, and what's a typical week or a typical month, or how does it flow?
We have a proper team of for the AI bus. It's include techno savvy teachers, social worker, driver, attendant, and most important are the mentors from various fields who volunteers and contribute to this team, including my Better App Doctor Project app. We first identify the nearby government school, then we identify the student who are weak in reading, those who can't read. Currently, we are visiting three schools daily and teaching coding to the student of this school who are academically strong, and those who are underperformers, we are working to develop their reading skills through AI learning tools. Most important, every Saturday we visit various government schools around the city and conduct a 3 hours robotic workshop for the student. So in a year, almost we cover approximately 50 different government schools.
Mm. Well, when we first talked, you mentioned a Google app where children can learn to read. What is it, and how does it work well?
Yeah, it's work very well. This is a Google Reading Along app, which is a social initiative by Google. I really appreciate Google for making this multilingual app.
That's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, in this app, the child is required to click on the word and the app pronounce that word, and the child has to repeat it. If the word is mispronounced, the app immediately repeat the correct pronunciation. Yeah, it also appreciate the reader for correct pronunciation. If you correct, they clap for you. Yeah, once he repeat the words, we move to the next word and the process continue. The child can learn to read without the assistance of a teacher. I'm sure through the Read Along app, these children will able to acquire basic reading skill within the 2 months. We are happy to share that we are also getting good result. We also use ChatGPT, Gemini, these all AI learning tools.
That's fantastic. You were the first Indian to speak on education and democracy at the European Council and European Parliament. That was in 2016, organized by the World Forum for Democracy, and more recently, a 2023 UN Sustainable Development Goal Accelerator. That is a lot of international visibility and recognition. And I'm guessing it's given a lot of new energy and new visibility and stronger future to all your work.
Yeah, actually, 7 8 years ago, when I received an email from the World Forum for Democracy, I found it fishy and thought it be a spam. I share about this with my mentor Bhishmaraj Bam sir and Sandeep Vaslekar sir, and after verifying the details, we understood that this was indeed an email from the World Forum for Democracy, and this was a huge surprise for me and my better half, Dr. Prajakta. And when I asked from what they learned about my work in the field of education, they mentioned that they had gone through my website, that is www.educationonwheels.org, and were impressed of my thought of taking education in a grassroots level. And they told me that education play an important role in the strengthening the democracy of nation. And
Yeah.
they were impressed with my mobile school, Education on Wheel, and they sponsor me, and that's how I visited your country. My mobile school experiment was decided to be used for refugee by the Forum for Democracy. And yes, you are right that I got an international recognition. Through all this, I got to learn a lot from the World Economic Forum. And in 2023, at the Sri Lanka conference, I got the certified as a speaker on SDG 4, which is focused on equality, quality education.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You do a lot on YouTube. I looked around and tried to find you on YouTube, and I did a search for
Sachki Pachala.
Panchala. Sorry, I mispronounced it.
Nice. Okay.
And I got links to a lot of interesting looking videos, but not in English. And so I looked at you a bit, but I couldn't really listen to you. I imagine most of your target audience is Indian. And what are your goals with this channel? And how is it going?
Yeah, the response of the YouTube channel is well. In India, we have 22 language which are well recognized. Most of my video are in Marathi and Hindi language. After this podcast, I definitely start making educational video in English.
Good, 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 good. It's a great
Yeah,
idea.
the channels
Yeah.
actually parts are mostly focused on parenting, actually parenting and education and social initiative. So, with your request, we will start in English also.
Oh, great, great. You know, you describe yourself as an activist, or I call you an activist. And an activist really means someone who brings about change. Do you believe deep down inside that you're bringing about change? And are you satisfied with your work so far?
I'm very happy to have been working actively in the field of education along with my better half, and we both together are bringing a positive change in the society. Then, when you work with young minds daily, you never feel that you are a growing old. So it's make you feel young, which is a good part. And, so I plan to conduct various research in education field. Currently, I am working towards making a robot teacher which will assist the human teacher. This is my upcoming
Ah,
projects. And I also authored two books which will soon be translated in English. Also, a book on how we can use AI in education and bring a positive change in the society.
great. Do you have any last messages, any last words that you'd like to share with our listeners?
My message to the teacher and parent is that IQ is being replaced by AI. Therefore, let's focus on developing our children SQ, that is social quotient, and EQ, that is emotional quotient. And the best teacher will be the one who works on SQ and EQ of their student. See, AI is not your competitor. He is your assistant. He is your partner. So let AI do what he can, and let HR, that is human intelligence, do what they can. And let's make a positive change in the world by collaborating the best both of them. So, in short, be the change you wish to see in the world. Bring the change by broadcasting this podcast in the society on different experiment being conducted in the world. So, be a change maker. So, I am a change maker. You are a change maker, and let's focus on
Making change.
making change.
Well, thank you so much for your time. This is going to be really, really interesting for people. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy